Hello Virgo, welcome to your love forecasts for the second half of February from the 16th through the 28th. I hope you guys are all doing so well. So let's get into this. General advice as always. So please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you. So we'll start with these two decks right here, the Grande Amore deck by Maria of La Belle Anima 13. And I'll go ahead and grab some tarot cards from my tarot teacher. This is the revised edition. So let's get going. Let's see what it is that you need to know here. This is part one of your reading, Virgo. So if it resonates and if you're interested in watching the extended version, that will be available on my Patreon page. The link, as always, will be down below in the description box. All right, so what's the opening message here for you for the second half of the month? What do we have? Ooh, we've got evidence. Cheater story, getting caught, unfaithful. All right, it doesn't always have to be the masculine. It could be anybody. It could be masculine or feminine. So whoever was caught cheating, whoever was unfaithful, that's the energy that's presenting itself here. Look at these cards. Wow, we have cracked. We have wedding rings. What a storyline this is. And then we have rekindle. This really paints a story here, Virgo. So if you relate to this, there could have been infidelities in your relationship. Some of you guys could have already been married, and it really affected the foundation of that relationship, whether marriage or not. You know, whether somebody was married or not. The foundation, as you can see here, it's cracked, it's crumbling. Somebody who really felt broken as a result of being on the receiving end of infidelity here. But it does seem that there's the possibility for you guys to work this out. So if, for example, you were the married one and you and your spouse went in separation because there was cheating going on in the marriage, then this is telling us that you guys can get back together if you're both on the same page, that there is the opportunity for that reconciliation and reunion. I feel like grabbing one more card here. And that's not everybody's story, but it is coming through here for the second half of February. It does seem that you guys can bounce back. Look at this. Unconditional love. No limitations. Infinite. You know, that forever kind of love. And I feel if you relate to this, that's what you've had from the very beginning. So if you, for example, cheated on your spouse or your person, doesn't have to be a husband or wife, the love was always there, and maybe you guys had to experience almost like a tower moment in order to realize the love was always there. All right? And it's so interesting that I am recording this video on Valentine's Day. So interesting. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, so let's clarify. Let's see what else is going on here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, so we've got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it makes sense that we've got this juggling energy. Somebody was juggling, okay? Somebody couldn't make up their mind or was on the fence regarding the relationship, the commitment, and possibly a third-party situation here. But as you can see, Virgo, even though you've been through something very difficult, there's the opportunity to start again, to first of all work on being able to fill your own cup, especially if you relate to feeling broken and defeated and damaged as a result of infidelities in your relationship. So this is giving you a new beginning right here and telling you that things can ultimately get better. And I love how we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles representing your own earth energy. You could also have water in your chart. We've got Taurus represented through the Hierophant. So lots of earth energy represented here, Virgo. It's interesting again because we've got commitment and union through the wedding rings card, and that's what the Hierophant can represent, is marriage, is commitment. So that really is clarified here, that somebody was already committed elsewhere and there could have been infidelities and cheating in the partnership. That's clarified through the Three of Swords. I mean, Spirit really knows what's going on here. Heartbreak. So you experienced that heartbreak, or you ended up breaking someone's heart because there was a betrayal here. And it's one of those things where it's got a ricochet effect, you know, hurt people hurt people. So if that's you, if you didn't take the time to heal from heartbreak before, then you might have gotten yourself in a pattern where you ended up hurting somebody else, you know, or that could be the other way around. But this can represent the love triangle. This can represent the separation, and it perhaps hurt both of you. Okay, so this is simply clarifying here that more than likely you put a stop to a third party situation and you let go of someone in order to perhaps create change in your life, to make room for better. Wow, this is so interesting. We've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, of course, is very romantic. The attraction certainly is there. Now, if you relate to this, especially Divine Feminine, I'm just feeling that if you connected with someone outside of an existing partnership, you found them to be very charming, very alluring, very attractive, you know, very romantic. That could have been stuff that was missing in your marriage, for example. Okay? And so here comes this person, they've caught your eye, and then, you know, we also have the Knight of Swords. They took action, you took action, one thing led to another. But at the same time, with that Knight of Swords, this can sometimes be somebody who really isn't interested in that commitment that we see through the wedding rings and the Hierophant card. So you might have gotten yourself entangled in a very complicated situation here, Virgo, with somebody that, yes, you guys could have had some real feelings for one another, but it wasn't going to go any further than perhaps how it went, because there was somebody here that really was not able to commit to you. And also, if you relate to the fact that you were already committed elsewhere. So it really does come through that we've got some regrets here over actions that were taken, the disconnectedness between you and this person that you're focused on. This disconnection, I feel, can go both ways. When it comes to the third party, you disconnected. When it comes to perhaps a spouse or a life partner that you could have already been with, there was that disconnection as a result of, you know, this coming out, finding evidence that there was unfaithfulness in the partnership. And so we've got energies like the Nine of Wands where, you know, somebody ended up really getting hurt. This is somebody who was wounded and is now coming through with that very guarded energy, which is totally understandable. You know, why somebody would be guarded after having experienced something like the Three of Swords and that pain that comes from that, you know. And so this could be you with your guard up. This could, of course, be, for example, a husband or a wife that's been betrayed and knows what it's like to be cheated on. So it could be that person too. But there is this need to really learn from what didn't work, learn from the past. And so it's really time to address the heaviness that either of you have been carrying, and it's time to get to the root of the stresses and what's been going on in this partnership so that you guys can finally deal with it and lay those burdens down. Okay, Virgo, so that's part one. If you relate to this storyline, which again, it's not for everybody, but if you do, you're more than welcome to watch part two, the extended version, over on my Patreon page. That link, as I've mentioned, it's down below in the description box if you're interested in your own reading, that as well as down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Take care.